stop. Don't scroll away this time. I know your attention is pulled in 100 directions. The world is noisy, distracting, relentless. But I need a moment just near with you. Not because I demand it, but because I love you. I've been here, waiting quietly, watching you wrestle with things you don't talk about. I've seen the tears no one else sees. Like this video if you love God. I've watched you wear strength like a mask, even when you're falling apart inside. You've taken on loads that were never meant for your shoulders. You've believed falsehoods whispered in your mind, lies you never had to own. And I'm deeply sorry, my beloved, but I must tell you the truth. You are being misled. Not by me, I would never do that. But by the adversary who has tried to convince you that you're not enough, that you can't change, that you'll always feel lost, unloved, unseen. With your $50 super thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact, and together, we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. But none of that reflects what I've spoken over your life. Those are not my promises. That's not your reality. If this message stirs your heart, I invite you to say yes in the comments. If you feel led to help this message reach others, your support through a small donation would mean a great deal. And if these words uplift you, consider subscribing. May blessings surround you. I made you with intention, with precision and purpose. When I formed you in secret, I filled you with meaning. I called you mine. You are no accident. You are not a burden. You are not something I regret. You are my masterpiece. Even if right now you feel broken, disoriented, or beyond repair, I see you as whole, even as you're healing. Maybe you've stumbled. Maybe you've gotten lost. But none of that removes you from my love. That's exactly why I come here, to find the ones who feel forgotten, to restore what's been crushed, to lift those who can't stand anymore. You've been tuning into the wrong voices, the ones that tell you to run from pain or chase things that only leave you more empty, more anxious. Type God is with us. All the scrolling, the noise, the distractions, they haven't brought peace, have they? That's because your heart wasn't made for chaos. It was made for me. And I'm not distant. I'm not waiting for you to be perfect. I'm already here right now, quietly calling to you through your pain. Come closer. Return to me. Let me remind you of your identity. You are not your past. Not your trauma. Not the cruel words others spoke. Not the silence that haunts you. You are chosen. You are seen. You are forgiven. You are deeply loved with a steady, unshakable love that doesn't quit when you're tired or struggling. My love doesn't hinge on your performance. It's rooted in my promise. And I vowed I would never abandon you. Not even when you feel like disappearing. Not even when your prayers run dry. Not even when you scroll past my voice again and again, I remain. There's a battle for your heart, my child, and the enemy has been relentless. But he is a liar and has no claim over what I've called mine. I've already marked you as my own. Even if others say you're too broken or too late, I call you redeemed. I call you restored. I call you deeply loved. And I'm calling you back, not to religion or rulers, but into a relationship. Into rest. Into peace that the world can't offer and can never take away. So stop trying to earn what I've already given you freely. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Stop thinking you need to have it all figured out before you come to me. You don't need to be strong to be loved. You don't have to be perfect to be chosen. You only need to be honest. Bring me your pain. Bring me your doubt. Bring me your questions, your guilt, your fear. I can handle it. I already paid the price to carry it. That's what the cross was for. I didn't come to shame you, I came to save you. Type, Jesus is my strength. To walk with you. To help you breathe again. No matter how far you think you've gone, there's not a single corner of this world my grace can't reach. I would leave the 99 just to find you. And I would do it again and again. You're worth that to me. You always have been. So breathe, my child. Just breathe. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to hide. Let the tears fall if they need to. I'm catching every single one. You've been fighting just to survive. But I came that you might have life abundant, full, and overflowing. It starts the moment you let me in. I'm knocking not to take control, but to comfort you. To heal the places that hurt. To restore what was lost. To speak truth into the lies. To shine light into the dark corners. To fill the empty places with my love. Please, don't scroll away. Stay with me just a little longer. Let my voice be louder than the rest. I'm still speaking, still reaching. Still loving you. Right here. Right now. Pause for a moment and listen. This isn't just background noise or another random message. This is me speaking directly to you. Because I know what's been weighing on your heart. Join a membership and take your spiritual journey to the next level. As a member, you'll get exclusive access to powerful messages, early releases, and deeper insights into God's Word. Don't miss out to become a member today and experience God's blessings in a whole new way. You've been surrounded by people and still felt completely alone. You've laughed, you've talked, you've sat beside them, yet your soul still aches. You feel it, don't you? Something just hasn't felt right. You've been drained, anxious, confused. And I'm here to give you clarity. Because no one else will say it. Not everyone around you is for you. Some of those who clap when you rise are waiting to watch you fall. Some who smile in your presence speak against you behind your back. And I see it all. Every false grin, every hidden motive, every quiet betrayal masked as kindness. You've blamed yourself. Wondered if you were imagining it, if you were just too sensitive. But it's not your imagination, it's discernment. And I've been whispering to you, nudging your spirit. I've been warning you. But you've pushed it aside because you wanted to believe the best. I love that you want to see the good in people. I gave you that heart. But I also gave you wisdom. And right now, you need to use it. You've allowed voices into your life that don't speak in alignment with my spirit. You've followed advice that didn't come from me. you've trusted people who haven't earned that trust. And I'm not telling you this to make you bitter, I'm telling you this to protect you. I know how it feels to be betrayed after giving your all. I've been through it. I was betrayed with a kiss. I was left alone by those I poured everything into. So believe me, I know what it's like to love those who won't love you back. But I also know the power of being surrounded by people who truly walk in truth. This isn't about isolating you, it's about setting you apart. You were never created to blend in. You were never meant to fit into places where you don't belong. Lately, you've been trying to hold on to relationships that can't carry your calling. Not because they're bad people, but because they're not part of your destiny. Conversations that pull you away from your purpose. You keep revisiting environments that pull you back into old patterns. And now, I'm asking you, are you ready to let go of the familiar so I can take you into the sacred? You've prayed for clarity, for strength, for promotion. But promotion requires separation. Not everyone can go where I'm taking you. Not everyone will understand what I've placed inside of you. Some people are only comfortable with the version of you that stays small. The version that stays confused or insecure. But I didn't lay down my life so you could live shackled by approval. I didn't call you so you could perform for acceptance. I called you to live free. And freedom means letting go of what looks good but leaves your spirit dry. What seems right but empties you. What keeps you company but poisons your spirit. I've seen the nights when you couldn't sleep, wondering why something felt off, even when you were surrounded by people. I've watched you question your worth after conversations that left you feeling drained. I've seen your heart sink when they laughed at your dreams, dismissed your progress, or ignored your passion for me. And I want you to hear this clearly, your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a signal. I placed that discernment within you, not to cause you pain, but to guide you. Don't ignore it. It's time to stop confusing history with destiny. Just because someone has been with you for years doesn't mean they're meant to go further with you. Just because someone is there when you're down doesn't mean they'll celebrate you when you rise. Test the fruit, not just the words. Pay attention to how you feel when you're around them. Do they pull you closer to me, or do they subtly draw you away? Do they celebrate your growth, or do they try to keep you in who you used to be? Type Amen to claim it. There are people I've handpicked for you, people who will honor what I've placed inside you. They will speak life when you're tired. They won't compete with your calling but will cover it in prayer. But you have to make room for them. You have to be willing to release what's familiar to receive what's divine. You've asked for answers. This is one of them. It's time to reevaluate your circle. Not from a place of pride, but from a place of purpose. This isn't about canceling people, it's about guarding your heart, because from it flows the wellspring of life. I'm not saying it will be easy. Letting go rarely is. But peace will follow obedience. You'll cry, but you'll heal. You'll grieve, but you'll grow. And in the stillness, when all the noise fades, you'll begin to recognize my voice again. You'll begin to walk lighter. You'll begin to breathe deeper. And you'll realize you were never alone. Not even for a second. I've been walking beside you through it all. I've seen what you couldn't see. I've heard what you couldn't hear. And now, I'm asking you, will you trust me enough to let me clean the atmosphere around you? Will you allow me to remove what's been draining your spirit, so I can bring in people who will water your soul instead of withering it? I have more for you, and I'm not done yet. So pause, reflect, and come to me. Let me heal the places that were wounded by those who were never meant to be your home. Let me restore what their words damaged. Let me realign you with truth. You don't need the approval of those who were never appointed to your journey. You just need me. And I'm here. Listen to me now, and listen closely. You've been surrounded by loud voices are clever, persuasive, convincing. But not every voice deserves your trust. Not every word spoken over your life has come from me. And I need you to understand something I can no longer stay silent about. They are trying to manipulate you. Not everyone knows it, but enough do. Enough to pull you off course and cloud your clarity. Enough to shift your focus. And it's been working, hasn't it? You've begun to doubt who you are. You've started to question what I told you. You've pulled back from truth you once stood firm on. You've become more worried about fitting in than staying faithful. I don't say this to scold you but because it's urgent. You're in danger of trading your purpose for approval. You're being lied to by people twisting kindness into control. Half-truths dressed in just enough scripture to sound holy. But it's not of me. This is not the time to be polite with deception. This isn't the time to tolerate manipulation disguised as love. There are people speaking into your life with hidden motives, some subtle, some obvious, but none of them pure. They use flattery to gain influence. They guilt you into submission. They label you rebellious the moment you think for yourself. And worst of all, they invoke my name to justify their control. But I am not in that. I do not confuse. I do not control through fear. I do not manipulate. I liberate. Let me speak plainly. There are voices wrapped in spiritual language, authority, and scripture, but their purpose is not your freedom. They want your compliance, not your growth. They want to mold you into what's convenient. Something manageable. Something that won't confront them or reveal their own brokenness. And when you start rising, when you begin hearing my voice more clearly than air, so they panic. So they get louder, more dramatic, more persistent. Suddenly, they care. Suddenly, they're worried about your soul. But what they fear is losing their grip. Stop letting people who didn't create you define you. Stop letting their opinions outweigh my truth. I see how their words echo in your mind late at night. I see how their criticism drowns out your confidence. I see how they've made you believe that setting boundaries is rebellion. That staying silent is pride. That asking questions is disobedience. But no more. It's time to take your ears back. It's time to reclaim the narrative they hijacked. You are not who they say you are. You are not selfish because you stepped away. You are not lost because you stopped tolerating manipulation. You are not rebellious for choosing truth over tradition. Let me make this clear. The enemy is a liar. But he doesn't always show up in flame. Sometimes he wears familiar faces. Sometimes he speaks through people who once protected you, or leaders who once guided you. And he uses just enough truth to get in the door. Then he poisons the rest with fear, guilt, and control. Don't fall for it. Discernment is not suspicion, it's protection. And I've been stirring it in you. That uneasiness, that tension deep inside you, that was me. Not because I want you paranoid, but because I want you free. Some chains don't come with locks and keys. They come through carefully crafted words, repeated until you forget your own voice. But I never asked you to follow blindly. I never told you to shut off your mind and call it faith. I never asked you to silence your instincts to make others comfortable. I said, follow me. Not platforms. Not personalities. Me. It's time to silence the noise. To step back, maybe not from everyone forever, but enough to hear me clearly again. Because if their voice keeps getting louder, and mine keeps fading into the background, something is wrong. I will not compete with noise. I whisper so you'll draw close. But when you do, I'll give you a clarity no manipulation can distort. I'll give you peace no guilt can steal. I'll give you strength to say no even if your voice shakes. And I'll walk with you as you heal from what they did in my name. Let me say what you haven't heard enough. You are not crazy. You're not unspiritual. You're not disobedient for noticing something isn't right. You're not deceived just because you see it differently. You're waking up. You're breaking free. And that scares the ones who preferred you confused. But I'm not scared. I'm proud of you. Because it takes courage to question control. It takes strength to walk away from manipulation disguised as community. It takes faith to choose truth over comfort. And you're doing it. Yes, it's messy. Yes, it's lonely sometimes. But I will fill the gaps. I will surround you with voices that build, not break. That restore, not ruin. That speak life into your identity, not fear into your decisions. But first, you have to stop listening to the wrong ones. Shut the door. Mute the feed. Block the access. Do whatever it takes to guard your heart. Because it directs the course of your life. And your life is too valuable. Your calling is too sacred. Don't let it be derailed by manipulation masked as concern. You're not who they say you are. You are who I say you are. Redeemed. Chosen. Equipped. Anointed. You don't need their permission to walk in your calling. You don't need their validation to be valuable. You don't need their blessing to grow, to rise, to move on. I've already given you all you need to walk in truth. So stand tall. Stand firm. And don't look back. They may call you stubborn. But I call you free. They may say you've changed. But I say you've been transformed. They may never understand. But I do. My child, I see the weight of your heart, and I know the burden you carry, the pain that feels so heavy at times. You may feel like no one understands what you're going through, but I do, and I am always with you, even in your darkest moments. You are never alone, and your struggles do not go unnoticed. I hear every cry, every whisper of your soul, and I am here, ready to heal you. It's okay to feel lost sometimes, as life isn't always easy, and there are moments when the road seems too long and the journey feels impossible, but I want you to know that I am walking beside you. You don't have to carry the pain alone, and you can lean on me. I am your refuge, your strength, and your peace. Even when the world feels chaotic, I am your constant, unchanging love. The struggles you face may seem endless, but they are not, and they will pass. I promise you that healing is coming, and you may not see it yet, but I am working in ways you cannot always understand. Trust me, my child, and trust that I know what is best for you. Sometimes, you need to go through the pain to grow stronger, and you need to face challenges to learn resilience. But through it all, I will be there, guiding you, holding your hand, and leading you toward a place of peace and joy. I understand the fear you feel and the doubts that cloud your mind, and it's okay to question and wonder if things will ever get better. But remember, my child, nothing is impossible for me, and no situation is too difficult for my power. I can make a way where there seems to be no way. Trust in my timing, and trust that I am preparing something beautiful for you, even when it feels like nothing is happening. My plans for you are good, and they will unfold in the perfect moment. You are precious to me, my child, and I love you more than you can ever imagine. You may feel broken, but I see your worth. You may feel unworthy, but I call you my beloved. You may doubt your abilities, but I have created you for a purpose. I have a plan for your life, and it is filled with hope. Your pain will not define you, and your struggles will not last forever. I will use every difficult moment to shape you into the person you are meant to be. Don't be afraid to ask for help, my child. It's okay to reach out to others and lean on those who care about you, but also, don't forget to turn to me. I am always here, ready to listen. Every scar you carry, I see it, and I love you through it all. You are not defined by your pain or your past, and you are defined by my love for you, and that love is unshakable. I want you to forgive yourself, my child. You are doing the best you can with what you have. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to stumble and fall. But know that I am here to pick you up every time. I am here to hold you when you feel like you can't stand on your own. There is no shame in needing me, and there is no shame in needing others. You are worthy of love and support, and you are worthy of my care. Sometimes, the weight of the world can feel overwhelming, and it can feel like the walls are closing in and there is no way out, but I want to remind you, my child, that I am bigger than any problem you face, and I am greater than the trials you encounter. No matter how hard things may seem, I have a plan for your life that is filled with goodness. Hold on to that hope, and don't let go of the belief that I am working things out for your good. My child, it's okay to feel uncertain about the future. You may not have all the answers right now, and that's okay. Trust in me, and I will show you the way when the time is right. You don't have to have everything figured out. All you need to do is take one step at a time, trusting that I am leading you. Each step you take, I will be with you. Each decision you make, I will guide you. You don't have to worry about tomorrow because I hold tomorrow in my hands. I understand your heart, my child. I know what it means to hurt, to grieve, and to face trials, but I also know that joy comes in the morning. Healing comes after the pain, and peace comes after the storm. You may be walking through a difficult season now, but this season will pass. The sun will shine again, and when it does, you will see how I have been with you through it all, carrying you when you couldn't walk on your own. You are strong, my child. You may not always feel it, but I see the strength in you. I see the courage you have, even when you feel like giving up. I see the resilience in you, even when you are exhausted. Keep going, my child. You are closer than you think to the breakthrough you've been praying for. Hold on to hope, and hold on to me. I will never let you go. My child, I am proud of you. I am proud of the way you keep going, the way you fight, the way you trust in me, even when it's hard. Your strength does not come from yourself, but from me. I am your rock. I am your refuge. I am your healer. And I am here, right now, with you. Rest in me, my child. Know that I am always here to comfort you. You don't have to face this alone. I will carry you through the pain, and I will carry you into a future filled with hope, peace, and joy. You are my beloved, and I will never leave you. So, my child, take a deep breath. Know that you are loved, you are cared for, and you are never alone. I am with you, always. My child, I see the relationships you are holding on to. I know it is hard to let go, but I want to speak to your heart today. You're clinging to friendships that drain your peace. I understand how important these relationships feel to you, and I know how deeply you care for the people in your life. But sometimes, the people we hold closest to our hearts can take more from us than they give. They can cause stress, confusion, and unrest. They can leave you feeling empty instead of filled. I want to help you understand that it's okay to let go of relationships that no longer serve your peace or your growth. You may be afraid of losing these people, of disappointing them, or of feeling alone, but my child, I am here with you. You are never truly alone. I want to remind you that your peace is precious. It is a gift I have given you, and it is worth protecting. Relationships should bring peace, joy, and support, not drain your energy or cause you distress. It's important to recognize when someone's presence in your life is no longer healthy for you. I know it is difficult to face the truth. You may feel guilty for wanting to step away from these friendships, but please hear me when I say this: your well-being matters to me. Your heart matters to me. I want you to be surrounded by people who encourage you, uplift you, and bring you closer to the person I have created you to be. It is okay to set boundaries, even with those you care about. You have the right to protect your peace, and that includes deciding who you allow into your life. Letting go of toxic relationships does not mean you don't care about these people. It simply means that you are making space for the relationships that are healthy and life-giving. Not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some people are only meant to be in your life for a season, and when that season is over, it's okay to let them go. Holding on to unhealthy connections can keep you stuck in places of negativity and doubt. It can hold you back from growing into the person I have called you to be. My child, your worth is not defined by the friendships you have or the people you surround yourself with. I have created you for more. I want you to know that I have people who will walk alongside you, people who will love you, respect you, and support you. Sometimes, it takes stepping away from the wrong people to make room for the right ones. Trust me, the people I have for you will lift you up, not bring you down. They will support you, not drain you. They will encourage you to be the best version of yourself. It's not always easy to recognize when a relationship has become toxic. Sometimes, it happens gradually. You may not even realize how much it is affecting you until you feel exhausted, anxious, or weighed down. But I want you to pay attention to how you feel in these relationships. Do you feel drained? Do you feel like you are constantly giving without receiving? Do you feel like you are losing yourself in these friendships? If so, it may be time to step back. I will help you. I will guide you. I am not asking you to cut ties with everyone who has hurt you. What I am saying is that it's okay to take a step back from those who are harming your peace. I know there may be times when you feel like you should just forgive and forget, but you do not have to tolerate toxic behavior just because you want to be kind. Forgiveness is important, but it does not always mean continuing to allow someone to hurt you. Sometimes, forgiveness means letting go and choosing peace over pain. You are worthy of peaceful, loving relationships. You are worthy of friendships where you feel safe, valued, and heard. Surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you, who encourage you to grow, and who point you closer to me. You do not need to keep people in your life who cause you harm or make you feel small. It's okay to walk away from relationships that are not healthy for you. Trust me, my child, I am with you every step of the way. I know you may be scared to make changes in your friendships, but I want you to know that I am your guide. When you feel uncertain, turn to me. When you feel confused, lean on me. I will give you the wisdom and clarity you need to make the right decisions. I will give you the strength to set boundaries and let go of relationships that drain you. You do not have to do this alone. I am here to help you find peace. My child, relationships are meant to be a source of joy and strength. They should build you up, not tear you down. I want you to be in relationships where you can freely be yourself, where you feel supported and loved. You are deserving of friendships that honor your heart, your peace, and your soul. It's okay to walk away from relationships that don't nurture those things. If you are feeling burdened by certain friendships, I want you to know that it's okay to take a break, to distance yourself, or to walk away entirely. You don't need to explain your decision to anyone if it's not necessary. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing your peace. The people who truly care for you will understand your need for peace and will respect your boundaries. My child, you are not responsible for the emotions or actions of others. You are responsible for protecting your peace and caring for your heart. There may be people in your life who are struggling, who are hurting, and you may want to help them, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are constantly giving and never receiving, you will burn out. It is not selfish to care for yourself. It is necessary. Let me help you, my child. Let me guide you to the relationships that will nourish your soul. I am your source of peace, and I want you to be surrounded by people who reflect that peace in their lives. Let go of the friendships that drain you, and trust me to bring the right people into your life. You are worthy of love, kindness, and peace. Trust that I will provide the relationships you need to thrive. So, my child, choose peace over pain. Choose healthy connections over draining ones. Know that I am with you, and I will never leave you. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are deserving of the best.